there's all these buy online, pick up in store models. How are those transforming the warehouse industry?
We saw last year, and I think this was happening pre-COVID as well. It's just that COVID accelerated that process greatly, right? So we know about dark stores, for example, where retailers are using some stores that were for consumers before, and now they're closing them to the public because they're doing different processes inside those dark stores and making sure they are as close as possible to the consumer. Right now, you have a consumer that it's as demanding as ever, and they want the product as fast as possible, efficiently delivered to their house, and then that opens the door to reverse logistics for return issues, and then that's where I think the whole transition, it's bringing a lot of benefits, and the retailers are starting to understand that this is something that stayed here and then maybe become permanent in terms of using this type of micro fulfillment centers to be as close as possible to the consumer.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that is the omni-channel sort of started it all. It didn't start it all, but it really made people pay more attention.
Correct.
And then the pandemic just shot it out at light speed, where quite literally companies who are invested in the warehouse, I mean, today I'm finding end users expanding 2, 3-fold, opening new distribution centers just everywhere. And within our region, I hate to say this, within our Midwest region, we're positioned perfectly to take advantage of that in the marketplace because businesses from the East and West Coast, they plant DCs right in the middle.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, they understood the value of investing in these type of things because maybe they were not doing it at the pace it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And they just realized we got to do this as fast as possible because if not, they're not going to be able to compete. And right now with competition being as it is, people are going now more than ever to e-commerce. They want, curbside pickup. They want to order on the phone, pick up in the store, or do a hybrid model. So the traditional shopping experience has changed so much that customers are truly understanding that they need to be prepared to offer all different type of forms and options to the consumer.
Yeah, it's changed the consumer, right? Because now I think, well, do I need to see this in person before I make a purchase decision? Do I really? And if it's easy returns, maybe I can order this size and the other size and then return it simply.
Imagine the problem that brings to the end user, right? So if we're enabling the consumer to be able to return with no argument, like just you order, you can return it, that opens a big door for reverse logistics. So making sure, understanding, where the product is, what's the condition of the product, what's the reason behind the return, and then, to what centers that return going, and streamlining that process, takes a lot of technology that we have in place. So that's good.